Got the socks ready to go. So bear with me while I sit in the gutter, have a conversation with you while I set the camera up. Let's see if I can set that up. It'll probably fall down. I have sand in my shoes still from yesterday afternoon. Literally sitting in the gutter. Actually, I went walking yesterday morning, didn't I? So anyway, I'm Dora, and yeah, I am doing a 30k walk next month on sand. So that's why I've got old running shoes. And I'm just getting sand all out of them as we speak. Oh, let's keep them in the back of my car. We're in southeast Queensland. It is a summery day. No, it's not. It's winter, but I always live in summer in my brain. That's why I'm in a t-shirt. Though it has a nice breeze out here. Hey Lavender, how you going? How you been? I'm literally just sitting in a gutter trying to clean my shoes out. I've got sand in them. Funny that when you've been walking in sand, hey? So how are you, Lavender? What have you been up to? Okay, I guess. Obviously, from our conversation the other day, you lost your friend's father. Are you going to the funeral? I'm guessing you are going to go to the funeral. Oh. Hey Paul D, how you going? I don't think I'm going to take my jacket today. It feels like it's a summery day. I'm going to pretend it's a summery day, guys. How are you, Paul? What have you been up to this morning? Did you go for a walk? All right. I'm looking for earphone thingy-jiggies. You're watching Harry Potter. You know what? I've never watched one episode of Harry Potter or read the book. Oh, that's a bit not... Okay, well, obviously the family have their reasons for wanting just family at the funeral. Though I know you did say that he was like a father to you. But there's other ways that you can, obviously remember him other than going to a funeral. Because let's face it, he's not there anymore. He's everywhere. He's in your heart. That's the most important thing, Lavender. You've got to have him in your life. That, some people don't have a father or even a father figure in their lives. You are very lucky to have him. Okay, car, lock up. Okay, locked. Okay. Guys, which way are we going to go? Left or right, guys? Paul, you did 4.3. Okay, and look, the day's not over yet either. I could just walk on the path. But that would be cheating, guys, wouldn't it? We just love walking on the sand. All right, well, you know what? Since we've got Lavender with us, let's go down to Lavender's Rock, hey? I'm sure, Lavender, you haven't seen the rock for a couple of days. Your best friend and you are going on holidays. Oh, that's great. Oh, look at that. That is dangerous, guys. Let's pick that up and chuck that away. Guess what? What, Lavender? Tell us. What is happening? Where Paul and I are both like, what's going on, Lavender? what, Lavender? What is going on? We're excited to know. Hey guys, it's a beautiful day down here today. Can you believe that this is summer? Look, the rest of these people are little girls in a little dress, shorts and shirts. Love, love, love winter in Australia. Well, winter in southeast Queensland. I don't like winter in Victoria, where you live, Paul. Hey, we just found our first piece of sea glass. You're going to go on holidays in Queensland. Okay, well, you're either probably going to go to, well, you could be going to Cairns, you could be going to the Whitsundays, or you could be going to the Gold Coast or the Sunshine Coast. And I'm in the middle of the Gold Coast and the Sunshine Coast, Lavender. That's exciting. Well, you're going to have some nice weather. When are you going? I'm really excited for you. Oh, well, school holidays is coming, isn't it? I don't know, actually, because I'm not at school anymore, so I don't really know when school holidays are, and I don't have children. So it's hard to kind of figure out when school holidays are. I only know it's school holidays because the roads tend to be less busy in the morning around school time. And Paul, you're probably the same. You wouldn't know either. You just know by the roads and stuff. Yay, Dreamworld. That's exciting. That's very exciting, Lavender. Number 2. I mean, I don't know if that's worthy of keeping, but we're going to keep it. We'll pick it up anyway. Oh, another bit. So Lavender, when are you going? Because school holidays, like I said, I don't know when school holidays are. And it depends on where you live too, because that's also like when school holidays are. I'm not getting very far, guys. Paul, have you ever been to Dreamworld? You big kid. Oh, look, this guy. Look at this guy. He's Shanky guy. Isn't he called a shank? I don't know. What's he called? Sorry, mate. I didn't want to disrupt you. You can go back on the beach. Hi, mate. He's cool. Hansa! Hey Hansa, you did the jump with us the other day, didn't you? Remember when we were jumping on the beach? We were doing the virtual jump. That was so much fun. Thank you for joining that day. Where are you from, Hansa? I didn't actually have much of a chat with you that afternoon. If you'd like to, put in the chat where you're from, because as you see in the chat, Lavender is from Western Australia. Paul D. Australia is from the state of Victoria. I'm from Queensland, and this is winter where I live right now. Well, where I live. I'm always going to live in whoa. I'm always going to live in Queensland because, well, I like Queensland. You're from Pakistan. You live in Saudi Arabia now. Wow. I've never been to Saudi Arabia. Can you tell us a little bit about Saudi Arabia? You're obviously gone there for work. Okay. Oh, shivers. Paul, didn't get me. Okay, just saying. That is rubbish. No, in saying that, it is quite curved already. It's been reacted with the sand. So that could be quite a nice piece to do something with. Oh, your dad's from Pakistan. Lavender. Well, Hansel, can you tell us a little bit about, okay, you're working as an electrical technician in Saudi Arabia. Okay. So Lavender, for things to do with the Gold Coast. Love the Gold Coast. Depends on where you're staying, okay? Do you know where you're going to stay? Has anything been booked yet? Because the Gold Coast is such a, well, it's a big stretch of area. I mean, Surfers is fun to stay because there's lots to do there. Like you got Ripley's Believe It or Not, which you'd love. Cavill Avenue, which is a good people watch. Got Surfers Paradise, the beach there is amazing. You walk along the sand and it makes all the noises, like, doop, doop. I don't know, makes noises, okay? What else? I mean, I was going to say there's bars and restaurants, but you're too young to go to bars. Oh, you can get up to, what's it called? The big building that's got the big thing on it. What's that called? There's a tall building there. I've not done it yet. I'd like to do that one day. Oh gosh, just walking around. You can hire the bikes and just ride around. You can ride your bike from Cavill, like Surfers Paradise, down to the Spit, and they've got this nice, like, long jetty. That's fun to ride on. So nice. Actually, hiring bikes there is easy to do. Lavender at the Gold Coast, and you can ride anywhere. I mean, I've walked a lot of it. I've stayed in the middle. Burleigh area is really nice. You've got Burleigh Heads, and next to Burleigh Heads is Talabajara. Paul, you've probably been to Talabajara. It's very, very beautiful. The water's really nice, but they've got a really nice national park. Lavender, I reckon you'd probably really like to walk through the national park. It's not a big walk or anything like that, but they've got koalas in it. So nice. But now that you're coming from Western Australia, have you been over to Rocknest Island and seen the little clockers? They're so cute. Clockers. Hey, John boy. How you going? Hey, I saw you on a live last night. Whose live was that I was on? I tried to, like, say in the comments, hey, John boy, I saw you on my live in the afternoon. I don't know, whose live was I on last night? I can't even remember. Someone's, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, how are you? John boy, where are you from? If you don't mind us asking. See, I would say that's kind of rubbish, guys. What? You are in Queensland today? Oh, that's exciting. Oh, well, Lavender, you must be feeling like you know what the sun's like today. If you're at the Gold Coast, it's beautiful today. It was raining a bit this morning, but it's lovely now. Oh, that's right, you're from Coober Pedy, that's right. Actually, that's what I was trying to ask you the other day, John boy, about Coober Pedy. Coober Pedy's the place that you have the underground, like you can live underground basically. You've got bars and restaurants and houses that are underground, opposed to Kalgoorlie, which is just hot as hell, just like Coober Pedy, I'm guessing. But maybe Coober Pedy's hotter, that's why you live under the ground, is that correct? You even wrote in the comments at the underground town. Excellent. Are you staying at an underground town? It excites me, that idea of living or staying, underground. Random question, John boy, because I mainly try to backpack because I'm a cheapskate, and that's how I've been able to travel to 62 countries, is because I do backpack and try to do it as cheap as I can. But is there a backpacker hostel in Coober Pedy that's underground, like a hostel built underground? And how far is Coober Pedy from Kalgoorlie? Trying to work my geography out from that area. Yeah, so can you just tell me how long that is? There is a hostel. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to Google that later on. Hey guys, we are planning a Dora adventure in the chat. I really want to go to Cooper Pedy. But next question, John Boy, is how far is it from Kalgoorlie? Because I have a good friend, Barb, who lives in Kalgoorlie now. So if I want to go that far, I'd probably have to go see her. So yeah, how far is it from Kalgoorlie? 900 k's away. Oh, it's just around the corner, mate. No drama. Okay, it's far. Hey, look at this, guys. We've got all the stuffs. I don't know. Where do you reckon these things come from, guys? Does anyone know? Like, is this from, like, seagrass or something? I mean, that's seagrass, obviously. But is that from the seagrass? I don't know. Does anyone know? Hansa, have you ever thought about going to Australia? Because I know I used to work for a recruitment company and we used to hire a lot of engineers from all over the place. And yeah, so engineers are definitely sought after in Australia. Just saying, if you look like a sea change. I mean, look at this. I mean, Saudi Arabia would be pretty exciting to live in too. But, you know, Australia's amazing. Tell them in the chat, guys. We're all Australian here. Tell Hazen how good Australia is to live. I definitely should apply because there's definitely jobs, Hazan, if you're interested. I mean, I can't help you with it, but I'm just saying there's a lot of, probably Sydney and Melbourne is where you'd be looking at finding jobs in engineering. There is a hub in Australia, in Queensland too, but there you go, Lavender, there's your rock. Welcome to Lavender Rock, everyone. That's Lavender Rock. My friend in the chat, she named this rock because it looks like a love heart. I'll get out of the way so you can see the shadow. You don't see the shadow, sorry, my body on it. Can you see it? They're mangrove, oh, from here. Okay, so somewhere along where the mangroves are on the other side. Boondah also have a lot of mangroves. So these guys spawn off these things, do they? I didn't know that, Paul. Thank you. See everyone? These, let me just pick them up. These guys come from the mangroves. Wow, I'd love to see like a pod how they came off the mangroves. Any idea, Paul, how they kind of grow on the mangrove trees? The bushes, should I say? Oh yeah, that's pretty good experience, Hazan. It always reminds me of lava fields. Because obviously I was in Samoa, and that, Paul, you know about the lava fields that we were on. But it also reminds me of like Mars. Not that I've been to Mars, but you know, if I went to Mars, that's what I think Mars would look like, that rock. All right, guys, we picked the rock. I'm still picking up rubbish. Okay, so they're washed off in high tide, but I guess I'll Google that later on too, about how they're connected to the mangrove, because obviously those mangroves, I couldn't see pods on them. So I'm just curious about how they're attached to the mangrove. plumbers, not so much, Hazan. Though, to be honest, a lot of trades now in Australia are struggling because not enough young people are doing the trades. But when I was working for this company, like only a year ago, we hired a lot of plumbers, but they were all in-house, like we never hired from overseas. It was more the engineers, the tech kind of stuff. That was definitely that we don't have enough engineers in Australia. So Paul, have you ever been to Coober Pedy? Guys, what a beautiful day today. Honestly, whew, it feels like a privilege to be alive today, just saying. Because let's face it, many people wake up, well, they don't wake up today, that's the point. And we all woke up. So it's a massive privilege to, be walking on this beach, 2 feet in a heartbeat, so to speak. No real complaints, to be honest, no real complaints. And and live where I live. I mean, I think Australia is very much a lucky country. We're not, Pakistan obviously is quite close to the Middle East, and Saudi Arabia also quite close to all the trouble over there. We're lucky that we're a bit away from that, which is nice. They wake up dead. You mean you wake up dead? Is that what you're trying to say? So you've never been to Coober Pedy either? Yeah, no, it sounds like an interesting place. I mean, I'm guessing you probably go in winter time, not in summertime. Okay, so Hazan, you're saying that Saudi Arabia is a very good country? Oh, I could imagine it's a really good country. For save life, so it saved your life. I mean, obviously it's probably got more opportunity for you working than Pakistan. That looks like it's from actually glass, like a drinking glass. It's amazing how I just walked past all this stuff and I'm still finding stuff, hey? Oh, well, that's really good, Hazan, that you've been able to go to Saudi Arabia. Do you have much family left in Pakistan? I've never really been to Saudi Arabia. Actually, when I say I've never really been, yeah, I haven't really been. I've flown to the airport, that's about it, and changed planes. So that doesn't actually count. One day, like everything's on the list. Hey guys, in the chat, I'd love to know what's your biggest bucket list place that you really would like to go next. Could be in Australia too. Doesn't have to be overseas. We don't all have to have wants to go overseas. Like, I mean, I'd love to go to Coober Pedy. To be honest, one of my biggest bucket lists is to go to Uluru. Has anyone in the chat been to Uluru? Paul, have you been to Uluru? I would really like to go to Uluru. And Kings Canyon. I've been doing a bit of research on the area. Looks like you can easily fly into Uluru and then fly out of Alice Springs and hire a car to be able to go to like Kings Canyon and lots of things. Like, it just looks amazing. So that's probably one of my biggest bucket lists at the moment, is to go to Uluru. So Hassan, are all your family with you in Saudi Arabia, or do you mean you've got one brother and sister and my father and mother are still in Pakistan? I'm guessing your family, your 2 children and your baby boy, are in Pakistan with you. In Saudi Arabia with you. Oh, you're alone. Oh. And you've been there for a long time. Didn't you say you've been there for 10 years? For 11 years? Oh. Is it hard to get family over? I'm guessing it is, otherwise they'd be with you, obviously. Duh, Dora. So you go every year back to Pakistan. Oh, that's hard. I feel for you. But at the same time, you know, I applaud you for, you know, doing what you're doing for the family. To be able to, you know, work abroad, so to speak, away from your family. And, you know, can't imagine how that would feel. I'm personally not a mum, but, you know, to be away from your loved ones, so to speak, would be hard. And especially like little ones too, and they change, you know, they grow so fast. And like you said, you can, you know, you go back once a year. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, that's hard. But, you know, what a great opportunity you have to be able to work in another country and earn better money to be able to send it home and look after your family. So that's also a really good thing too. So I guess it's bittersweet, isn't it? Okay, so you get 30 days of holidays to be back in Pakistan. Oh, guys, this is so beautiful today. So, would anyone like to know what I'm up to today? I'm up to a very exciting adventure. I'm very excited to tell someone, if someone's listening. Henza, I can't teach you how to come to Australia. You just need to apply for jobs. You need to apply for, basically the recruitment companies. If you go on LinkedIn, that's probably the easiest way. LinkedIn seem to have all those kind of bigger jobs. And, you know, you have a look at the big companies like Santos and, I don't know, companies. I've been so far out of it, I just, don't know anymore. No one wants to know what I'm up to today? Oh, look, that's a big chunk. It's like a little bit like a jelly bean. I don't know why I say that, but like it's chunky like a jelly bean. Hey, Deborah, how you going? Now, Deborah, you are from, oh my gosh, I know you're American. You're from Texas. I'm right, you're from Spring, Texas. Is that correct? I know I'm correct. I remember. nice to see you, Deborah. It's late, or is it early? No, it's late-ish. It's probably, 11 o'clock at night for you guys in Texas. So guys, in the chat, we have Deborah Warwick. She was on a live yesterday with me, and she's from Spring, Texas. Hey, Steve Short. Hey, Steve. Steve, another person that was on probably the same chat, actually. I haven't made any jewelry yet, Steve. I'm literally just collecting at the moment. Oops. Collecting. I want to get a pile at the end of my training. So maybe you might have missed. I'm doing a 30-kilometer walk. Or if you're in the northern hemisphere, like a 23 miles sand walk next month for a charity for mental health. So while I'm walking, I'm collecting the sea glass. So I'm not particularly doing this for just to do a project. I'm doing this because I'm training myself, because 30 kilometers in one day is not the norm. I don't do that every day. I would do that once or twice a year just as a challenge. So yeah, that's why I haven't made anything yet, but I'm taking your ideas. So you were talking about making like earrings and necklaces, which is a great idea. So in the chat we have Steve, in the chat we have Paul D Australia. He actually suggested I make a mosaic, and then there's a Lavender in the chat too. She thinks I should make a sea glass wind chime, and you suggested making jewelry, and I like that idea. And like, I'm probably going to have a lot to be honest, that I could. Actually, you know what, guys? I went to a show last night, a local show, and I did a live, believe it or not. I just pump these lives out because they're easier to do than making editing stuff. But I went to my local show in Redcliffe, where I live, and they had like the local produce and local artwork and stuff. And guess what? I saw a great idea. Paul, if you're listening, you might like this idea, or everyone listening. How about doing like a mosaic in like a dolphin shape, or a seahorse, or a turtle, or a pelican. Pelican could be hard. Or a shark, or a whale. Anyway, what do you think about that idea, guys? I thought that was pretty cool too. Alright, back on the beach. That's my toilet block. I always seem to go to the toilet when I need to go to the toilet. Just, random conversation. So Steve, your sister makes lovely jewellery from sea glass. Does she have a website or anything like that, or how does she sell it? I'm not saying that I'm going to steal her ideas. I'm not planning to sell anything, but I'd love to get some ideas on what she's doing, so I could think about how I could potentially make jewellery out of some of these things. If you'd like to put like something about your sister's page, if she has an Instagram page or whatever she does, if you want to put it in the chat, that'd be great, and I'll screenshot it and then I can have a look at it later. Oh, okay, cool. All right, Paul. Oh, how about I screenshot that now? Because I find that it's taking ages for the chats. Well, it takes 24 hours for the chat to come, but it takes like nearly 24 hours for the live to actually download too. So it's a bit weird. But anyway, it works well. I've been screenshotting every time there's something that I wanted to, get out of the chat. I just screenshot it, so that's working too. I'll check that out. Hi, Amber. Did I miss someone else? Is there an Amber in the chat? Hi, Amber. Yeah, so anyway, I really like the idea of the mosaic in like a shape of an animal. So they put it on a board. I did take photos. Yeah, kind of gave me some ideas. Hey, so Paul, you know how I've been banging on about chocos, and I did a live yesterday about chocos, and funnily enough, that's been quite well received. I don't know if you've seen that. You don't have to, because I'm probably going to do more lives on like cooking chocos, because it's an adventure, mate. Like my page is more. Well, yes, I'm seeking 80 countries, but you know I can't do that every day. And in that process, it's all about adventure. Life is an adventure. Every day is an adventure. That's what we're saving so that doesn't go into a fish or a turtle. So I'm probably going to, at the moment I seem to have Friday mornings off. So, and actually Monday mornings too at the moment. Anyway, that can change. So I thought maybe every Friday morning I might try to do a live and show you what I can do with choco. But yeah, I'm digressing. What I saw last night at my local show, which next year, guys, I'm going to enter the horticultural show, and enter like my chocos. Because they had some chocos and they won first prize and they were dismal. So I'm like, I want to win a first prize with a choco. Can you imagine? Paul's like, what the hell is wrong with this girl? Not much. I just like chocos, okay? And they also had like a display of chilies, like all different vegetables. So I thought, you know what? I could enter. Apparently, the shows only goes for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But apparently the Thursday before, so Thursday before Friday, obviously, they get all the entrants and they judge. Yeah, they judge the cakes. I just thought that'd be really cool. What an interesting an adventure to grow my vegetables and put them in the local show. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you, Paul. If anyone might be interested in that idea, it doesn't matter. I'm interested in that idea. I do things for myself, not for the algorithm or anyone to watch. I don't really care. I don't know what some people are interested in. Yes, just do it. Of course I'm going to do it, Paul. You know me. Just do it. The problem with me, I don't think. I just do. And sometimes it lands well. Sometimes it doesn't land well. That's all right. It's all about, if you don't fail, you can't succeed, hey? And let's face it, I've been self-employed for the last, I think 7 years now. And I've had some fails. I mean, they've not all been failed badly. It's just, sometimes we make the wrong choice. But then we, out of that wrong choice, we make a right choice. Hey, Whispering Wanderlust. Dora, I miss you. Hey, Whispering Wanderlust. Look, bear with me. I've only been really posting on YouTube for the last year and a bit. And there's a lot of names and a lot of pictures. When I say pictures, I mean next to your handle. And sometimes I know people's pictures instead of their handles. And sometimes I know their names instead of their handles. So can you remind me, because you sound like definitely a page I'm obviously connected with because you know me. You said, you miss me, but can you tell us in the chat a little bit about your channel? I mean, I'm guessing it's about travel because it's Wanderlust. But tell everyone else in the chat. And because I'm obviously definitely haven't connected with you for a while. So what's your last video about? Because that way I can go check it out. So I'm screenshotting now so I can see your name. So then I can go check you out. Because obviously we're connected. I've subscribed and you're subscribed to me. But I haven't gone in and tuned into your page for a while. Bad, Dora. I mean, I can't. It's hard. It's hard to connect with everyone. And I find, I'm going to be honest here, that I connect better in the chats. In the comments. So if someone comments on my page, that prompts me to go to their page and check out their channel. And so, for example, when people subscribe to you, and they don't actually comment in any of your videos or anything, I never ever I never go to their pages, because I'm like, what are you following? So for me, yeah, so obviously somehow I've not gone and responded to your comment and I've missed it. But then again, that could happen when I've been traveling. Seem to have had a good last 6 months of travel, and when I'm traveling I definitely don't respond to comments and stuff. So are you still there? Have I turned you off? Oh, okay. Hey Paul, can you put Chocos in the chat, because you know what I'm talking about, so Deborah can look it up. So because Deborah, since you're next to Mexico, they call them Chayote, which is spelled Shayyote, and then Choco is spelled Shoke. Chocos. That's what we call them here in Australia. But in America, you probably call them Chayote. There you go. Paul's even done it before. He can even talk about it. Thanks, Paul. What is it? It's a vegetable. So it's the size, it's like a pear-shaped vegetable. You can eat it when it's small, and when it's small, it's like that small. You can have them raw. You can have them cooked. So the best way to cook them, most times when they're this small, you can just boil them and cut them up, and they're just really sweet with a bit of salt and pepper and butter. That's the traditional way. That's Paul. Paul will say that's how he likes them. Though, Paul, when was the last time you had a Choco? And so, Deborah, if you go, I don't know if you're subscribed to my channel, but here's a little plug. If you subscribe to my channel, my last live, there was a live on my live pages from yesterday. It was called Cooking with Chocos. If you watch that, I'll show you the actual vine it comes from and all the different sizes. And I'll show you what I cooked it. I used it to make scrambled eggs. Obviously I put things with it, but I used Choco. So I'm kind of trying to educate people on, I don't know why, because I'm a travel page, but I'm trying to educate people on using Chocos, because it's very diverse and it's full of vitamin C, and I believe it's got vitamin B in it too. So I made a Choco tea. So Paul, were you impressed with my cooking skills? I was impressed with my cooking skills. It looked pretty good. Though I'm not all about, presentation. I'm more about eating. Just saying. So, hey, everyone in the chat, have you ever heard of Chocos? Do you know what we're talking about? Chayotes. It's a vegetable. It's grown mainly in South America and Latin America, should I say. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at that. It's curved. Hey, so if Lavender's still in the chat, I could put a hole in that. What was the machine? You said there was some kind of drill hole I could use, Paul? And then I could have that as a use that part of a sun catcher. So I'll keep that bit, because look at it, it's nicely worn. It's lovely. Just lovely. You like yours baked and served with butter and sprinkled with black pepper. Had them in PNG. I had a vine there. I don't think it probably grows very well in cold temperatures. So probably growing them in Victoria is probably not a good thing. My mum lives in Maleny, which is like an hour in the mountains from where I live here. And she grows them, and it's quite cold there at the moment, so hers probably have dried off. But in summer, it's not overly hot in Maleny. But hey, Paul, how about you do you know how to grow them. Like as in like they just, if you just get a choker and let it just sit on the bench, it'll grow a vine. And you just chuck that in the soil. It's that easy to grow. I call it like free food. So guys, I'll show you. Oh, the kids are playing on those. They're slippery as those things. Yep, and she just found out it's slippery. Okay, so we've got in the chat. Hey Kathleen, how you going? Kathleen's place is in the room. Kathleen's, oh, you're from the UK, aren't you, Kathleen? Do you want to tell people in the chat about your channel? Hi. Okay, Whispering Wanderlust. It's the first time I see your live. I was just joking. I like your channel's name. Oh, okay. Oh, I love your sarcasm. So you don't even actually know. Okay, so I've got a travel page too. Maybe you should check my page out and I'll check your page out. Normally, my page is about getting to explore 80 countries. I'm up to country number 63. I just went to Luxembourg last month and Samoa last month. It was a great month, okay? May was a great month. I turned 50, so that was like my birthday present. My partner Diego shouted me a trip to Samoa, and then last minute I ended up going to Europe for a wedding and ended up going to Luxembourg, which was country number 62. So Whispering Wanderlust. I'm not a huge YouTuber of any description. I've got 450 subs. But you know, I'm having fun with it. It's documenting my adventures, and you know, I'm making friends. There's the dead fish. We'll leave the dead fish. I'm not going to pick that up and put it in my bucket. So people jumping on the chat, what am I doing? So I have this ethos that every day can be an adventure. You just have to, you know, do something. And it doesn't have to be expensive. You can have adventures in your backyard. Like, you know, growing plants can be an adventure. To me, that's an adventure. I do lots of growing of plants and vegetables. I love... Look at that little sea glass. It could be like a fang. Or booger. Or it could be a glass eye. Okay, I'm just being silly now. So at the moment I'm training for a 30-kilometre walk on sand. And the 30k walk is next month on the 18th of February. It's for a charity called Beyond Blue, which is a mental health company or organisation that helps people with their mental health, and I think that's really important. So I've been doing lives to have a chat about mental health. While I've been walking along the beach training, I've been picking up sea glass because I'd like to make some kind of art display of some description with the sea glass. And the rubbish I'm picking up, I'm not collecting. I'm chucking that in the bin. Though someone in the chat said to me yesterday that I should be collecting the rubbish too and making some kind of art display. That might be another time. I can only handle one thing at a time. So yeah, this is my adventure at the moment, is just basically collecting sea glass. Oh, but guys, okay, hold on. Someone's saying something in the chat. Let me... Did I say February, Paul? Okay. Kathleen, hey, I think I might be having a blonde moment, okay? This is the problem with handles. Like, I think I follow a couple of Kathleens. Kathleen, you've been on the chat in the last couple of days, haven't you? Or was there another Kathleen that's been on the chat? Because when you just said about your channel, oh yeah, because you have been in my chat in the last couple of days because we've just connected again. Oh my God, I'm losing it. I've been on so many lives and doing the lives. But yeah, I haven't kind of connected with you for a while. Though you were one of my kind of like first, you would have been one of the first 50 people I followed. So like, you know, you're one of my original friends. So it's nice to connect again with you and see how that, you know, how you're going. So Kathleen has broken up with a long-time partner, which, you know, for anyone is not a nice time. And then obviously having some chronic illness is not a nice time either. But, you know, you are trying to be optimistic, and I love that about you. So thank you. And if I can give you some kind of enthusiasm by my beach walks or my crazy antics on YouTube, I'm here to serve. You saw a whale or a dolphin? You wouldn't see a whale. There are whales out there. There's on the other side of the island here, I don't know if you can zoom in. That's Moreton Island. So this is classed as Moreton Bay. And there used to be lots of whales here. But there used to be a whaling station over on the island called Tangalooma. So when they used to do lots of whaling here, lots of sharks started breeding here too. So the whales got depleted. There's lots of sharks now. I mean, this is fine to swim in here, but there can be sharks in here, but there's been no sightings of anyone getting bitten. But yeah, sometimes you see dolphins. On my first live, which is like 10 days ago, or 11 days ago, I can't keep up, we did see some dolphins, which is pretty exciting. If I stood still enough, we would probably see dolphins. See everyone having fish and chips. So lovely. So I'm going to start walking back actually. We're back together, yes, Kathleen. And I was just saying to someone just before, I don't know if you were here, Kathleen, that I seem to, the people that I connect with are the people that comment on my page and then they comment back. So then I go and comment on their pages so I know what's going on with them. So like, for example, Paul D Australia in the chat, I don't know how long we've been friends for actually, Paul. I actually, you know what? I think I actually got your... I'm going to tell you how I kind of connect with people. I mean, lives have been a great way to connect with people, but, you know, they're not good. Not everyone wants to do a live and, you know, sit there, you know, walking on the beach, holding a phone, looking like a total idiot. I mean, but, you know, I don't care. But ways that I connect with people, and I think this is how I became friends with you, Paul. Do you know Billy something? His handle's Billy something, but he's got his logos of the Australian flag. And what I do, because I wanted to get some Australian followers or subs, because, you know, here I am Australian, and all the people that I was following, like Kathleen from Canada, from Saskatchewan, okay, I can't say it. Like, you know, I'm got all these people that are following me, but I mean, lots of them. And I had 50 when I first started for like ages, but like everyone was from overseas. So I really wanted to get some Australian subs. So I sought out Australian content and I found Billy. And from Billy's comments, I saw Paul's name. So then I checked out Paul's page and gave him a comment and, you know, subbed, or I probably said something along the lines of, "Hey Paul, Dora from Queensland. Like your whatever you were doing in the video, like you do watch their videos. You don't just spam them with," and I'm sure people in the chat know these comments I'm talking about. They're like copy and pasted, like, oh, you've got a great channel and love your video, but you know, if you use keywords and SEO, you know, you could get better reach. I can help you. So no, I'm not talking about spamming people, but you know, that's what I used to do. I still do it because, you know, I've only got 450 subs. So I'm only a little baby channel. Paul, you've got like 1,300 subs, haven't you? And Kathleen, you're about 500 subs, haven't you? Hey Deborah, I will find some dolphins one afternoon if I just sit in one spot, okay? But it's hard for me to sit in one spot because I want to train. That's the whole idea. This is to work my muscles, my sand muscles. Did that make sense, guys? What I did, so that's how I made friends with Paul. Yeah, Billy B. That's it. Yeah. Oh, Kathleen, go, buddy. You're going great guns. Then Paul, you've got 13 or 16. So anyway, is that something how you guys like try to make friends with people in here? And obviously the other way I've been learning, well, you know what? In the last 10 days I've been doing these lives, right? I don't normally do lives in the afternoon, walking along the beach, holding a phone up. But because I'm, you know, walking with purpose, I have been. And you know what? I've made 50 subs in like the last 10 days. And that's because, in the chats, I'm making friends. So that's kind of nice, isn't it? So like, by going onto other people's lives also, you can make friends. So like, Kathleen, you know, you'll start, you know, chatting with Paul D. And like Lavender, I've only met through the chats, the lives. We've made friends with her, and she's made friends with Paul. And there's quite a few people that I've kind of connected with. On the live yesterday, there was a guy from Canada. Actually, Kathleen, I think you might have been on that live. Man in a Van. He's from Canada. So he went onto my channel and liked something so I could see his page. He's got a private, well, not a private, but he like subs people, but he doesn't, so you don't know he's subbed to you. So I always say to people that, you know, if you do subscribe, can you please put a comment on one of my videos so I can know who you are, so I can check your page out. Okay, you're on 12, Paul. See, that's good, guys. So Lavender, I mean, obviously, I don't think you actually have anything on your page. So obviously that's why you don't have a huge lot of subs. Mind you, you're not even 16 yet. So you've got plenty of time to be wasting time on YouTube, just saying, okay? So, but if you do want to do that eventually, then obviously you need to, well, what you're doing is like, you know, going to lives and making friends, which you're doing. But yeah, I think the best way to do it is to actually generally go onto someone's page and watch their video and give them a genuine comment and tell them why you're wanting to sub to their page, not just, you know, like number 53. Because a lot of people do that too. And when they do that, I kind of think that they're actually not watching your page. So Kathleen's got, I go to someone's page and I'll go watch their videos and see if it's something you click with. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to subscribe to something that's not what you're interested in. Yeah, Deborah, I hear you. I struggle with the text sometimes. I can't see it, especially when I'm walking on the beach like I'm doing now. That's just rubbish, guys. Sometimes the glare, I can't see the chat very well. It's not because I'm completely blind. It's just because there's a lot of glare. Or maybe sometimes I've got double vision because I've seen too much sun. That's rubbish. Completely, Kathleen. And I think you're definitely on the right track. I mean, like, you know, you're friends with, you were on Tracy's chat live this morning, and you know, you're friends with Karen. I think you're friends with Karen, aren't you? 40 YouTube over 40. Paul, you've met Karen. Like, it's all, you know, it's like 6 degrees of separation. We're kind of all connected, but not connected, if that makes any sense. But like, I'm on the outside because, you know, I'm from Australia. I don't know if, Paul, if you feel the same, that YouTube in Australia is not that highly saturated, whereas a lot of YouTubers are from America and Canada. I don't know if you noticed that. So that's why I was seeking out people in Australia and New Zealand to connect with, because, yeah, same time zone too. But I think, you know, Kathleen, you're definitely on the right track. I mean, you've got, you know, a lot of subs already. You just need to, you know, keep on going, as they say. And not let it take over your life. That's the other thing. Like, I think you got to find balance. Karen. Are we talking about a different Karen? Karen is from New Zealand. Maybe she speaks like the Queen, though. Her accent might be a little bit... Actually, her accent's not very New Zealand-like. Are we talking about the same one? Actually, I'm sure you're on that. She was doing the live this morning with, like, the other ladies talking about AI. Hey, Deborah, you're a painter? You've just caught my attention. Sidetracked, like a squirrel. I am. So are you a watercolor painter? Tell me about your painting, because I'm no artist, but I like to pretend to do art. When I'm traveling, I have like a little color wheel thing with a couple of a few colors and a paintbrush and a little A5 size watercolor pad. So like when I was in Paris last month, I was sitting in cafes and painting like Saint Germain, and I went to Monet's garden, and I got so inspired by being in his garden. You're not allowed to paint there, but in the car park waiting for my bus, I painted one of the pictures I took there. And last Friday I actually joined an urban sketch group. So in Canada, you're from Texas, I'm sure in Texas you have an urban sketch group. So I went to my first one last week, and that was so fun. I didn't go yesterday. And there was one this morning too. There's a couple of different urban sketch groups I can join, and it's fun. I love it. But you're right, I've never actually painted this area. I've painted down at Scarborough. This is another area where I live. I've painted like my favourite kind of beach walk. But I probably need to paint this area now, because this is becoming my favourite beach walk. Oh, I'm a beginner too. I'm no superstar, that's for sure. but I don't want to be a superstar. I just want to paint for me. And I think it's really good for our brains. Actually, Kathleen, are you much of a painter? Paul, are you at all interested in painting? I'm thinking, Kathleen, it might actually be, you like to do abstract, okay? So you're already into this art already. I was going to say, it'd be really good for your, like, well, in reflection. And yeah, I'm loving doing art at the moment. Oh, Paul said goodbye. Okay. Well, guys, I'm off on a little adventure this afternoon I want to tell you about. You started painting when you had your chronic illness. Is that because you were bedbound a bit? So that was a good thing to kind of distract you from your pain, probably too. So guys, I'm off on an adventure. So I'm actually about 100 meters away from my car. I'll show you, I'll get rid of my rubbish, and then I'll show you my sea glass stash if you want to check that out. But I'm going on an adventure. I'm going about an hour away from where I live. It's a place called Sunnybank Plaza. And it's like an Asian area. A lot of Chinese, Korean live in this area. So it's great for like food restaurants and supermarkets. And like, I'm half Asian, so I love Asian food. And I don't think you need to be half Asian to love Asian food. I'm just, adding in there that, I'm not 100% Australian. I was born in Australia, but to an Indonesian mother and Australian dad. So, but I've spent all my life living in Australia, apart from living in other countries for different periods of my life. But I'll always live in Australia. I love Australia. But my point, I digress, is there's this Sunnybank Plaza once a year have a food trail where they basically, all the food places, most of the places participate, they have like everything's for sale for under $4. So they have like $2 food sticks or $3, little entree sized bites kind of things. So basically you get to try all these foods for like little bite sized bits of food. So I can't wait. I doubt I'll film it. But my mum's coming down because I haven't seen my mum for a little while. So anyway, that's what I'm up to this afternoon. So I can't wait to try all these foods. And I've made myself hungry by doing this walk. Oh, that's right. Deborah, you saw the seagulls attacking my sea glass. That was hilarious.
I don't mind, I'm happy to sit with the darling.
It's amazing what rubbish you get. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen my mum for probably 2 months. It's pretty bad, eh? Like, just went through a really busy period just before I went on holidays, and then I was away for a month. And then since I've been back for like 3 weeks, and every weekend I've had a different family thing with my partner's family. And my mum lives an hour away from where I live. So it's not like I'm unfortunately driving past her house. Though I used to work on a Friday near her and then used to be able to drop in and see her. But I don't do that shift anymore. So guys, let me show you what I have. So there's a nice collection there, guys. Thanks for jumping on, Kathleen and Deborah, and who else is watching. Appreciate you. Thanks, Paul, always for checking on us. Lavender, if you're there. Hazan, it was nice to meet you. Anyway, see you guys. Bye.